Welcome back to Beats and Wine Stories. Today we travel to the rolling hills of Piedmont, Italy, where the noble Nebbiolo grape tells a story of conflict, change, and character. We dive into the gripping saga known as the Barolo Wars, a clash not of swords, but of philosophies. It's a story of how one wine, steeped in tradition, became the battleground for modernization in Italian winemaking. But first, let's get into that intro. Welcome to Beats and Wine Stories. My name is Steve, and I'm your host through this vast world of wine and the music that dances along with it. Join us as we journey through the sensory experiences that define cultures, awaken the palate, and stir the heart. So grab your favorite glass and let the journey begin. This is Beats and Wine Stories. Imagine, if you will, the 1980s in Barolo, a picturesque region synonymous with wine so rich in history that it's often called the king of wines. Here, winemaking had followed a rhythm as old as the vines, slow fermentation and lengthy aging in large, old oak barrels, creating Barolo that was powerful, but often so tannic and harsh, it needed decades to soften. Enter the rebels, the Barolo Boys, a group of young, daring producers who looked at the old barrels and saw not just tradition, but limitation. Inspired by techniques from Bordeaux and beyond, they introduced something revolutionary to Barolo: small French oak barrels called barriques. These weren't just vessels, they were symbols of a new era. The impact was profound. The wine from these barriques was rounder, softer, more approachable in its youth, adorned with flavors of vanilla and spice from the new oak. The Barolo Boys touted their new wines as modern masterpieces, ready to drink sooner and appealing to a broader, more international palate. But not everyone raised a glass in celebration. The traditionalists were up in arms. To them, these new methods stripped Barolo of its soul, its connection to the land and history. The debate raged in tasting rooms and across dining tables. What was more important, the identity of Barolo as they knew it, or the potential to evolve and appeal to a new generation? As the wine world watched, this wine opera unfolded, with each camp defending their vision of Barolo. The stakes were high, with both tradition and innovation fighting to define the very heart of what made Barolo, well, Barolo. Today, the dust has settled, but the echoes of the Barolo Wars linger in every glass poured. The region has found a balance, with winemakers respecting the roots of Barolo while embracing techniques that enhance its expression. The result? A spectrum of styles that all honor the king of wines, proving perhaps that in wine, as in life, there's strength in diversity. So the next time you sip a Barolo, consider the journey it's been on. From the sunlit vineyards of Piedmont through the fires of the Barolo Wars, it's a wine that's not just survived, but thrived, teaching us that even in the face of conflict, there's always a path to harmony. Once again, thank you for joining and listening in. For everything Beats and Wine, visit beatsandwine.com. I appreciate you so much, and until next time, cheers to your exceptional self.